That looks better. Hey everybody, Mike here. It's Friday, June 9th, 2017. A little different kind of video than what I normally upload on YouTube, but I think it's going to be a pretty good one. I'm driving up to Butler, Pennsylvania. It's not that far from where I live, and this weekend they have the Bantam Jeep Festival. And tonight they have what they call the Jeep Invasion, and it's big. I guess there's like 2,500 Jeeps will be here. I'm not participating in the invasion. You got to get there real early, pre-registered, line up. And what they do, they shut down Main Street, and all these people bring their Jeeps in. And then all weekend long, they have different activities. Trail rides and vendors are there. And the reason it's in Butler, Pennsylvania is because that's where the first Jeeps were made back in like 1940. And that was the Bantam, American Bantam was the name of the company. And the way it went down is this. In 1940, the United States Army knew that they would be getting involved in World War II, so they reached out to like 125 or 135 different companies that built cars or trucks or tractors, which I didn't even know there was that many, that long ago, but I guess there was. And they asked for a reconnaissance car. Yeah. And it had to be four-wheel drive, and they had all this criteria that it had to meet. And there was only two companies that responded. One was American Bantam, and the other was Willy's. So American Bantam, they had just come out of bankruptcy a few years before. It used to be American Austin, which Austin was a British company, I believe, built cars. And they went bankrupt, and then somebody bought them. Just like a few guys worked there. They start producing cars. When this potential contract came up with the government, this guy Probst, P-R-O-B-S-T, I think was his last name, he went to work for Bantam, and he said I wouldn't take a salary unless they got the contract. So he actually designed the Jeep in 2 days, and then they sent the plans in. The Army was happy with the plans, but they wanted to see a prototype, and so it was just between them and Willy's. Well, Bantam got to work and hand-built the first Jeep in Butler, Pennsylvania, and they actually drove it from there to Maryland to like a military base or whatever, and the Army tested it for 30 days there. And it met all their criteria except it didn't have enough torque. And so what they did, the Army knew that the demand was going to be there. They needed these things. They look at this little company from Butler, and they liked the plan, but they're like, there's no way this little rum-dum outfit can produce us enough Jeeps. So they also took the plans from Bantam and gave them to Willy's and Ford Motor Company, and everyone started making Jeeps. And Bantam up here in Butler, I think all in all they only made like 2,600 total, and the rest were made by Willy's, Ford, and I think even a few other companies. And so that's how the whole Jeep thing got started. So each year now, starting in 2011, they had the Bantam Jeep Festival, and I'm ashamed to say it's the first time I've ever gone up here. I live like a half hour from it, and I've had a Jeep for 3 years, something like that. Not this one. We had a red one before this. Yeah, 2.5 years or something. But yeah, I'm anxious to see. I'm just going to find a place to park up here, walk around, try to get some decent pictures and videos, and I think there'll be some pretty nice rigs up here. There's people from all over this country and Canada come to this. So we'll see.